All right, so a little info on the DNA motoring headlights, which I absolutely love. If you want them to run as daytime running lights as well, and you want these halos all on and the big light bar on and nothing else, in JScan you have to turn off the location to dedicated, and you have to wire them directly in to the fuse box here. So I used add a circuit, put it into the PCM, which only grabs power when it is in the run position. And then you have to add power, which I did here. These are separate from the harness on the DNA motoring. There's the harness for the headlights. And then you can do that with the daytime running lights, but you have to use the switch. The only reason you have to hook the power and the negative up is if you want everything to work on auto. Like if you leave your headlight switch on auto, then you have to wire them directly. So that's what I did because I'm lazy and I didn't want to keep flipping back and forth. So now I leave them on auto and everything works exactly like it should. So it's pretty simple to get that. What I did was I did an add a circuit, and then I just soldered 2 wires to this single wire, which gives power to both headlights, and I ran the wires accordingly and put these little spade connectors on in case I did want to disconnect them. And ran a wire down underneath and then up to the other headlight, and then this one was right here. Pretty simple. And then you got to change settings to, you have dedicated daytime running lights, and then in light location you have to change it to dedicated, and then you want 12 volt power going to them, and then auto will work, and the daytime running lights will know that you have dedicated DRLs that are getting power from somewhere else, so they will work flawlessly with the rest of them. And for the reviews they got online, they were just awful. I've had literally no problems with them. I ordered them directly from DNA on eBay, and a lot of people were saying off Amazon they weren't getting the adjustment. This is an adjustment screw for your beams to go up or down. So I have adjustment. I do sometimes, get a little fog with the LEDs because they get so hot here, and if it's cold outside, then obviously the contrast is going to create humidity. It hasn't been a huge problem. Some people say take the lenses off and seal them yourself and all this stuff, but I'm not going to mess with that until if there was some kind of major problem. On this side, it's a little harder to get to the adjustment screw, but as you can see, it is right there. So you just use a ratchet, you pull up to your wall, and you can adjust the beam. I think you want to be like 40 inches or something, 25 feet away, the top of the high beam. Sorry, my lens is super dirty and won't focus. But now you can watch the video of how to install these bad boys. Pretty easy. All right, today got these halogen headlights, and I put some LED bulbs in them, and they're bright as hell, but they kind of look really stockish, and they blind people. So we got these projectors, sequential turn lights, and we got halos around the the eyes. They look pretty cool. DNA Motoring sent them out. They got horrible reviews online, and I said I wanted to give them a try just because I like the look of them a lot. So let's get started. Well, basically we're just going around and taking all of the tabs for the top grill here. So you do this one-handed, give it a little pull. Get the top piece out, get on there, get the bottom piece out, and so forth. You got a whole bunch all along here, and we'll get this top shroud out. So once you pull all those little pins out, you pop out your two corners from underneath here, and then push back, because it hooks onto this. And when you push back, it slides out, you take the whole thing out. Next, we're gonna take this upper grill off, which is all these little 8mm bolts, and slide that off. I wish I had my new one here now, because I do the grill and that now, but whatever, this is good practice. All right, now we got our upper grill off. We have access to the top of the headlight, but we still got to get underneath. So I believe you take out 2 or 3 of these bolts and you fold this back, and you can unscrew a screw that's holding this panel here, and then it kind of bends out and pops. So we'll see. All right, we got one installed. I'll show you what screws you need to do. I think they look a lot nicer. I love the look of them, I just don't know. They got trash reviews, so we'll see how long. I mean, I've turned them on and they all work. Everything works on them. So we'll see. And they got the halo daytime running lights, which I love. That's the only reason I actually really picked these out. I really do like that, as cheesy as it is. Let's go. So you get the inner fender wall off. You pull this down and out, and then you pull all the clips. You kind of just pull it. And on mine, I broke both end tabs. There must be some kind of tool that I did not have, but doesn't seem to really matter much. It is what it is. And then you got this screw, this screw. You take this, and this one, and this guy. And then you got to take this plastic piece and put it on the new headlight, which I'll show you. Okay, when you get your headlight out, you flip it upside down. You got these 3 star heads. You got another star head there. And I took the one out over here. And this whole black piece that I'm holding on to will come off, and you put it on the new headlight. So you put your little flat back on. It's a little loose. I might jam something in there to make it a little tighter. A little shim. You put your one screw connecting these two back together. You put in your liner. And yeah, they look pretty slick. Now we come and we take this guy. Hoo-yah! And we put him back up in here. Can't might do this with 2 hands. You put this in, you put your bolts back, then we do the top plate. All right, and we got our bolts in all the way across. What I did was line these washers up with the old impressions, so I know it's lined up straight. And now we put on this little protector. And there we have it, all wrapped up. DNA motoring. Only time will tell. And when I do this grill next week, I will tie up all the wires really nice and incorporate them with the harness. So what I did is they give you these, I forget what they're called, but resistors. So they drop the volts that go to the new LED lights if you have halogens. But I have LED bulbs in those halogen things, and I changed the computer in here. So I just disconnected these, and the headlights work great without changing anything back to the halogen bulb. So now the computer of the car is actually telling the headlights that these are LEDs and that they should limit the light, which I like way better than using this crap. That's it. Time will tell, and we'll let you know. We'll give you a little demonstration here. Give it some high beams, make sure everything works. We got the daytime running lights, we got the halos, got the side marker, we got high beam, all three. I wonder how they're working too at night for brightness. We are gonna find out. I guess we can check the blinkers real quick. We got a right blinker. Nice. Let's check the left blinker. I'm gonna shut this door, see if the sequentials line up. Nice. Kinda. They're close. They're close. That's not a sequential on the mirror. Might see if I could switch those out too. Very cool, very cool. Time will tell. We'll let you know. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you say they're trash or if they're gonna be okay. I mean, only time tells, right? We'll find out. They sent them out. I said I'd do an honest review, and so far it's been plug and play. Super easy. Everything lined up perfectly. All the lights work as they should. So I'd say it's a 5 out of 5 right now. Big complaint is condensation inside the lights, which is pretty hard to avoid with the projectors because they get so hot, and it's New England and it's so cold on the outside, so it causes condensation. And someone else was like, yeah, you should seal the lenses yourself, like take them apart and put new sealant on. And I'm gonna see how these do first, because so far everything's worked spectacular. So check it. Oh man, looks so much more aggressive and nice. Love the look of it. That's regular, the other one was wide. So yeah, man, stoked. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, please. It would help out the channel so much. Trying to reach 100 subscribers. I know, big numbers. Hope y'all are doing well. Peace, love, and hair grease.